In this video, we'll be optimizing the performance of our Windows Linux computer. Everything we'll be doing today will apply equally to desktops as well as laptops, and we're only using the built-in system settings to make these changes. We're not using a third-party apps. The first thing that we're going to want to disable is the transparency effects of the OS, and we're going to get to that setting by right-clicking on a desktop and then go to Personalize, and where it says Colors, click on that. And make sure this section for transparency effects is set to off. Then let's close this window. Then the next section we're going to go is the system properties. And if you right click on the start menu and go to run, type in sysvm.cpl. Now when this window opens up, go to the advanced tab, and then where it says performance, click on settings and make sure you select adjust for best performance. Now everything should be unchecked, but we're going to need to check the smooth edges of screen fonts, and then we're going to check show thumbnails instead of icons. Then press OK, and press OK to apply those effects. The programs and apps that are set to start when the system boots up can have a negative impact on system performance and increase the startup times. And you can turn off some of those apps from starting up automatically by right-clicking on the Start menu and going to Install Apps, and then we're going to go to Apps on top, and on the bottom where it says Startup, you can see the list of all the apps that are set to auto start when the operating system boots up. And now you can go through this list and turn off whatever you're absolutely sure you don't need and disable those apps from starting automatically, and this should improve our startup times considerably. Another way we can gain back some performance is by changing a power plan to a higher power plan than the one we're currently using. So let's go take a look at what we're currently set as by right-clicking on the stop menu and go into run and type in power cfg.cpl. So if you're currently set the balance, click on show additional plans. If you have either high performance or ultimate performance, select one of those. I'm going to select high performance. And then let's click on change plan settings, and then let's go to change advanced power setting. In the change advanced power settings, let's go down to processor power management and expand the minimum processor state and make sure that this setting is set to 100% and then press OK. Another way we can get back some performance back to our computer is by deleting some unnecessary system temp files and the junk cache files that are taking up space on a hard drive. So let's right click on the start menu. Now let's go to system and then click on system on top and go down to where it says storage. And now in this section, we're clicking on temporary files and we're selecting everything that we absolutely do not need that's taking up space on our computer. If you select the downloads folder, everything in the downloads folder, once you click remove files, will be deleted. So make sure that you're absolutely okay with that, and they click remove files and they click continue. Then the next thing that we're going to want to do is go back to storage and go down to where it says storage sense. And let's enable the automatic user content cleanup. We want the system to automatically clean up those temporary folders for us periodically. So let's enable this setting and make sure that 30 days is set down here. If you wanted to do it 14 days or something sooner, you can set it here, but whichever schedule you feel comfortable with, please select it. And this will periodically run to clean up those temp folders for you automatically, so you don't have to continuously go back and do it yourself. Another place that we can go to check if we can get any system resources back is the task scheduler. So let's get there by clicking on the start menu and start typing in task, and then select task scheduler. Click on task scheduler library. Now, a lot of these things don't necessarily need to run in the background. They don't need to run periodically because the browser itself checks for updates by itself. So you're only get a task scheduled on the system that uses up system resources to do that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select everything, right click and do disable. Now make sure on your system that whatever you disable, you absolutely don't need before doing so. Most of the time, these things are safe to turn off, and it should give you some system resources back. Another great way to get the system performance back of your computer is to defragment and optimize your hard drives. So let's click on the start menu and type in defrag and select this defragment and optimize drives. This system utility has come a long way, so whether you still have a mechanical hard drive or even a newer solid state drive, it can detect that and apply the appropriate action necessary for that drive. So make sure that scheduled optimization is enabled, like click on change settings, and that it's set to weekly. We do want this utility running periodically and cleaning out our hard drives for us automatically. Now, if there's anything that says a % is fragmented, click on optimize. If it says okay, 0% fragmented, then there's nothing to do. Let's move on to the next thing. Another way we can get some of our system resources back is by disabling the Windows 11 restart apps. So let's right click on a start menu and go to system, and then on the left, select accounts. Now, if you go into sign in options, scroll down to where it says automatically save my restartable apps and restart when I sign back in. Let's turn that off. This will free up some system resources every time we do an update and reboot the computer. Another small change we can make to get some system resources back is by turning off the Windows 11 notifications by right-clicking on the Start menu and going to System, and then select System on top and go to Notifications. Then on the bottom, expand the additional settings and make sure all of these are checked off. We don't necessarily need them running in the background to make it suggestions and notifying us. You can also turn off the Microsoft Store notification, the Settings notification, the Startup app notification. These things do take up some system resources. Turning them off are not going to give us major improvements, but they'll certainly help out on most computers, especially if you're on some older hardware. This will give you back some system resources. If you use Windows 11 and you play games on it, there is a new feature that they introduced in Windows 11 called Core Isolation, and there have been reports the Core Isolation negatively impacts the gain and performance of Windows 11 computers, and you can disable that feature by clicking on the Start menu and start typing in Core Isolation, and then click on it to open it up, and make sure this memory integrity setting is turned off, and this should improve your gaming performance on your Windows 11 computer. If you don't use your computer for gaming, then turning off the game mode will benefit you and speed up your computer. And you can turn off game mode by right-clicking on the Start menu and clicking on Settings, and then go down to Gaming and select Game Mode. Now here, make sure you set this to off, and this should disable any of the Xbox gaming services running in the background, as well as the gaming DVR system. These things do take up some system resources, so if you don't really play games or need them, turning them off will definitely benefit your computer. So the next thing that we can do, we can right-click on the Start menu, take a look at our currently installed applications, just go through a list. If you no longer use the app, it's just good practice to uninstall it and get rid of it. This should free up some system resources. If you follow along with this guide this far, you should have a better functioning and more optimized installation of Windows 11 running on your computer. If you found this video any helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you can be polite. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. We have these videos coming out periodically that'll help you improve the performance of your Windows operating system and optimize your computer better. And as always, thank you for watching.